Hey, prayer team. I hope you guys are doing well as you watch this video. This is end of December 2025. Crazy. New Year's about to be upon us. And I just wanted to make a quick video for an invitation for you for the new year. I don't know if you've noticed this or have seen this. I mean, Brian flagged this in a sermon last week, but we are kind of in an unprecedented season at our church of just seeing God do mighty things in prayer. We've seen 4 people saved in the last 5 weeks, and kind of more if you zoom out. We've seen at least 4, if not more, people miraculously healed in that same window of time. And I've experienced 2 different people like really seriously delivered from demonic stuff in their life. And we're in a season of increased spiritual warfare and just a lot of like depression, discouragement, different things like that. We're just in that season. And I'm always slow to give labels, but like this is in the ballpark of like what reviving work looks like, where just on a regular basis God is doing mighty things. And so I think this is a period to realize we have gotten to this place by the grace of God in prayer. And I just feel the sense that God is calling us deeper into prayer, like more prayer. So encouraged, we're going to start prayer meetings, once a month in January. But I want to give a particular invitation to you guys for one more facet of prayer on a regular basis. This is really inspired from Charles Spurgeon. I read a quote recently from him that just kind of blew me away, that his church for 20 years saw an increase of salvations. He said what others would consider revival, we have seen as a continuous, regular thing. And he wasn't boasting, he was just saying like God has visited us by his grace for 20 years without really rise or fall, continuous salvations and conversions and hearts being won to Jesus. Now, there's different reasons for that. I've listened to a biography on Spurgeon recently, it's just fascinating. But part of that for sure is the ecosystem of prayer. And there's one kind of anecdote, I don't know if it's historical or not, but it certainly fits the bill. Spurgeon was giving a tour of his church, and he said, do you want to see the boiler room? Now, in 1800s England, a boiler room is, the place where there's a boiler, and that's where the power source for the building comes. And he takes them to a room right below the sanctuary, and there's a group of people there praying and crying out to God for God to move in that church and in the preaching of the word in particular. And it's been said like the secret to his ministry is like my people pray for me. And so I've just really felt this kind of stirring, like what if we increase prayer on Sunday morning and we had our own boiler room right below the sanctuary in the basement, and somebody just designated once a week to spend time crying out to the Lord during the entire service. And so I want to reach out to you guys first. Already got somebody set up for the first week of January, excited about that. But I would just love for each of us, if you have a desire to, I'm not going to force this obviously, but if you feel a sense of like, yeah, I would like, once a quarter or so to take a Sunday and just be in the basement. Now, I would certainly print out a guide each week. Here are the songs we're going to sing. Here's the major points of the text we're going to preach. That'd be a space to pray, to intercede, to worship with us kind of underneath. You can hear everything very well from the basement. Plenty of space down there to walk around. If you haven't been down there, it's a really great place to pray and intercede. But also just a space to listen. Hey, is there any words from the Lord that he might be saying in that space for our space? And just want to create a place for us to pray. And I just think that's going to be important as we increasingly see God do more and want to see God do more, but also as we see more spiritual resistance in the midst of that, prayer is going to be so vital. So I just want to encourage you, if that is you, you're like, hey, actually, that sounds great. I'd like to be a part of that. Just let me know. Please let me know. I want to start filling up the weeks with people who have a desire to pray and think like, hey, once a quarter, an hour and a half of my time given to prayer would be well worth it. So anyways, let me know. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great Christmas and New Year.